Bon après-midi. Je m'appelle Preeti Nirwal. I am the Senior Product Manager for Alfresco Intelligence Services, and I'm going to talk about what we're doing to simplify the use of AI. When most businesses and organizations approach AI, they're faced with three common hurdles. The first, credibility of AI. Is it all hype? And do I have a real need for it? 2, expense of implementation. What will this cost me? And 3, complexity of implementation. How will we make this work? And do we have the right expertise? I'm going to show you how Alfresco Intelligence Services can help you clear these hurdles. So let's look at the first hurdle. We're living in a world of massive growth, massive change, and massive confusion. One of the most apparent areas of confusion is data. Data is growing and changing exponentially. Consider this. As of 2018, we were generating 2.5 quintillion bytes of data every day. To give you a visual representation, that's apparently 4 Eiffel Towers worth of Blu-ray discs stacked one on top of each other. According to Forbes, 90% of all data was generated in just the last 2 years. And as of 2020, it is estimated we will generate 1.7 megabytes of data per person per second. So the future, it holds a lot of data, but it's not about big data, it's about good, accessible data. IDC predicts that 10% of all data is structured. Structured data is good, and we can easily put it to work for us. However, that means that 90% isn't structured. We can't easily understand it, and we cannot derive value from it. And what is not known cannot be protected through access control, retention policy, and disposition management. And it cannot protect us from potential regulatory compliance issues. GDPR, this year alone, has cost companies close to $400 million in fines. And finally, unstructured content cannot provide us with insights. For the typical Fortune 1000 company, baseline reports that just an additional 10% increase in data accessibility can result in over $65 million additional revenue. So we can see that there is a real need, and AI can help address that need by turning big data into good, accessible data. So let's talk about hurdles 2 and hurdle 3. Building an AI solution, it can be expensive, and it can be complex. It requires specialized, in-demand skills. And on top of that, it diverts you away from your business core. When building AI solutions, there are three main components. The first is the outbound configuration. This is hooking your business system to the AI and training the AI. The second consideration is the inbound configuration. This is receiving all of the AI data and making it useful to your business language so that you can make use of all of this AI data. And the third is maintaining and supporting these configurations. So let's look at Alfresco Intelligence Services. Alfresco Intelligence Services packages the outbound and inbound configurations, and it maintains, supports, and has these configurations upgradable. And it's not only that. With Alfresco Intelligence Services, you're getting the power of the entire Alfresco platform. You are getting content enrichment. This automatically puts knowledge in that unknown 90%. You get insight-driven process when you can take relevant action on that 90%. And you get invisible governance, so you can protect that 90% as needed, and in turn, have it protect you. So let's look at where we've been and where we're headed. Our initial release was earlier this year. It was focused on allowing our customers to start deriving value from their content. This was done through content enrichment, through metadata generation, NLP analysis, image analysis, and OCR analysis. Our next major release is coming later this year, and it will build upon the first. Customers will be able to integrate custom ML models into the Alfresco platform, therefore being able to derive additional business-specific value and getting more value from their content. So custom ML models can really help in auto-classification. Looking into the future, we may look to add support for rich media, so supporting audio and video content, and look to support capabilities like speech recognition and automatic transcription generation. And looking even further into the future, we may look to add components that will further enhance consumer experiences through supporting multimodal interfaces, and also further enhancing invisible governance with things like automatic access control through file plans. So now I'd like to leave you with one question. What do you plan to do with your 90%? Thank you.